Ushaji, can you give me the control?
Yes,
Sharing.
yeah, it is already given, Rakesh Brother. Please, it's there in the presenter. You're in the presenter mode only.
Okay, are you able to see my screen?
Yes, it is Sharada class session 4. That screen we are
Oh,
able to
great.
see.
Okay.
Yes.
Namaste, students. Namaste, everybody, and welcome to the session 4 of our this series of webinar on Sharada Lipi. Last week we started with the consonants. We completed the Kavarga. We also completed the Chavarga. Today, before we go further, as practice, we will all check the assignments. We will see few corrections which students need to do and need to be careful about. And then we will give it to Veronica ji, who will take the session forward on the next series of vowels. But before I start, I think as practice we will just recite the fourth shloka of Panchastavi, the first stau of that. Yannite Tav Kamarajamaparam Mantraksharam Nishkalam Satsara Vatamiti Vaiti Virala Kaschid Buddhaschid Bhuvi Akhyanam Pratiparva Satya Tapuso Yat Kirtayan Todija Prarambe Pranavasapad Pranayata Nitvocharanti Suftam. Eternal Goddess, whosoever realizes that the seed syllable of the mantra Klim, which is the Kamaraja, giver of complete fulfillment, is the same as thy first syllable Am, behest of buddhi and wisdom. He too becomes the recipient of thy grace, and even through dull witness becomes enlightened or wise. At every festival held in the memory of Satya Tapas, Rishi, the Brahmins began their recitation manifestly with Am instead of the usual Om. Okay, now we have received the assignments. Thanks, everybody. I think everybody is doing a wonderful work, and there are few people who are facing the challenge in. We also gotten some emails. I've also tried to send some assignment correction through the emails also, but I think those things should be sorted out, and I also request those who are not submitting, please try to do that, try to cover. There are few students who joined us late. So my request for them is to see the videos which are available and then look at those and then do the same. Just practice those assignments, and then you can always send those assignments to us. So I will just take it the assignments what we have seen. So here I think this assignment is from Abha. Very nice. I think this is very good. Only if you see here, the n, this is not so long. If you just see very small line, small triangle here. Don't make it too long here. You see this? This is what it is. This you don't need this. This becomes actually na when we read it further in our classes. We will see that it will it is a different word itself. So what we need to do is just this one and a very small triangle type of thing. Otherwise this was good. Here in ch, I think if you see here, this is very good, no problem in that. But in this case, your this round, what is happening, how you have drawn is this is what you have drawn. These two are in the same line, which is not correct. We have told, as you have already drawn in other places, just keep this other line, the vertical line below that. So there is a distance here. You see that? So there is a gap. So that is another uh, correction here. In J, I think there is slightly correction. It is not like a R here. You see what you have done? It is you have done the R here. It's not a R. If you very carefully see, it's a straight line. It's a straight line. Please see that very carefully. And then there is a round, and then there is it comes down. Then, as usual, we just make two vertical lines. It's not a convention where we make this round. That is not correct word. In even in n, even in j, it is same. Just the difference in j is it is just if you come here, come straight and then make a round and it's straight here. So that is the difference here. And no, I think this is also very common mistake. Please see the difference here. Don't bring it too much back. You have to just stop here. You have to just stop just before that. So what I want to tell here is, if I have to draw that near, just stop here. Don't go beyond that. If you see here, you have gone beyond that. It is like an C type of thing. That's not needed. You just this much. Just just see this. So, but otherwise, very nice uh, assignments done. I will just take the other one. Anirban? Yeah. Okay. See here, this G. I think this is also one very important point we should see. If you see G, there is a you have kept a slope here. If I have to draw the way you have drawn, okay, you see this, there is a slope. You have kept a slope, which is not correct. Please try to keep it straight. You see here, this is good. So this is a straight line here. You see, this is very straight. There is no slope here. I think that is a very common mistake, which we have seen in many students. They have done that. So please just follow that when you draw G. Just it's just very simple thing. Just don't make that. You see this, there is a curvature here, right? There is an angle here. Don't do keep that angle. This is very nice. This is correct. This is correct. So this is what we had pointed out. This near, you see this is the common mistake, right? You see that it is coming back, right? So if I draw what you have drawn, you have drawn like this, which is not correct. You have to, I will just show it again. I showed it earlier also. Just stop here. You see the difference in the shape also. It is like a C, but here it's not like a C. It is little bit elliptical, right? So that is the difference here. In the J also, you see here, please elongate this line little bit more. Don't keep it short. Bigger you keep it, it will become more beautiful. So I think this is good. We will just take other. Okay, this homework is again from I think we looked at that. We looked at this one. I will let us take here Brahmacharya ji. Yeah, you see here what mistake I think people would have identified it now. This g, you have put a shirolekha here, right? That is not correct. You see, don't put a shirolekha on g. This is not correct. Just without shirolekha. Without shirolekha, g does not have a shirolekha. That is all students have to remember. And in this j, just slightly little bit bigger lines, but otherwise very beautiful, nicely written. No problem at all. Yeah. Okay, this is from Anuradha ji. Let me just see, how do I tilt this picture? Yeah. Oh. Yeah, okay. Okay. G, again, just keep it very straight. Otherwise, this is no problem. Good. Here, I think in the J, just 2 lines, a little bit explicit. This, I think students would have understood what is the difference here. But otherwise, very nicely done. No problem. We'll just see some other things. Yeah. See here, I think this is also very important point what students should remember. See the difference between k and ch. You see, you have kept a very small line for k. It's very small line. If you keep k just like this, later you will be it will be very difficult for you to make ch, differentiate that k between ch. So important is keep a line bigger when you are drawing k. Otherwise, this is okay. And here also very important point, you see the ch what you have drawn, it's not ecliptic. You have to, it's like an 8. It's like exactly you just have to draw like an 8. So you need to just improve on the shape of it. Otherwise, this is good. Nya we have covered. Jh, I think almost this is good. Not, I don't see major problem, but yes, just keep it very, I think it has to touch here. Otherwise, this is very nice. Yeah, g, I think there is a mistake here. You have been keeping that angle. Maybe it was in audio it had come, or in my earlier video there was because of the pen. This is not correct. Just keep the line. It's just a line. There is nothing here. So that is wrong. So please ignore this. Don't keep this. This is not correct. So g is just very simple. As you draw g in Devanagari, right? It's very line. Just this is g. So rest is okay. Another very important point what I noticed here is in you give very less space here. That's not correct. This is very good. Keep like this. Keep it like this. Don't keep it so close. You see, this is not correct. You see, this is not correct. So just keep that distance there. Okay, next. Yeah, this is from Sophie. Yeah, beautiful. I can say really nicely written, but only thing is that please write little bit more times, 7 to 8 times, so that you get hold of that. You should remember that. But I think otherwise very nice tool used and very nicely written. Only thing is that this triangle on the j, keep it little short. Otherwise, no problem. I think very nicely written. So we will not be able to check all the assignments, but I think we covered majority of the corrections which students have done. I think I will give it to Veronica ji if you can take it forward, Veronica ji.
Yes, thank you, Rakesh ji. Can I share the screen? Can you give the controls?
Bhagini, now it is given. Yeah.
Yes. Is it visible? The screen is visible?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Welcome everyone. Namaste. Namaste to all of you. So we had completed Ka and Cha Varg in our last class. So we will continue with Ta Varg. I'll draw the Devanagari Ta first. This is how we write Ta in Devanagari. In Sharada, see this is a curve here. Then what we do is at the end of the Shirorekha, we draw a very small triangle like thing here. This triangle we have drawn in Na also, like we did in the curve Varg Na. That same kind of a triangle at the end of the Shirorekha makes Ta. So I will draw it with the pencil also, a normal pencil. It's a very small triangle kind of a thing here. Don't make the shape at the end like this. It becomes once we learn the matras, and also you will realize that this becomes a letter in itself. It becomes A. So try to make it a small triangle at the end like this, and not a wider round like this. So I will draw it one more time. Take it from here, turns here at the end, a very small triangle. This is Ta. I hope this is clear. We'll draw it again at the end of the class, all the letters again for everyone's understanding. So I'll draw the next one. Next one is Tha. This is how we draw Tha in Devanagari. And in Sharda, it is
Veronica
very
ji,
simple. Yes.
what you can do is when you draw this, can you just increase the little bit width of the pen? So that will be very easy.
Yes. I think I have taken the biggest
Yeah.
size.
Okay. Okay. I think that is fine. That's fine. Yeah. Maybe you
Is
can
it
zoom
okay
it
now?
so that, yeah,
Yeah, I
I
can
think that
do
is
that.
fine. Yeah.
Maybe the
Yes,
screen
perfect.
is small. Yeah, now it is better. Yeah, you can increase the
Yeah,
screen
this is
size.
better now. Yes, exactly.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Okay. So this is Tha in Devanagari. So in Sharda, it is very simple, even simpler than how we draw in Devanagari. It's just a round O-like figure, no Shirorekha, just a round thing, O-like figure. This is Tha. With the pencil, if I draw it, sorry, just a round O, and that's it. This is Tha. Very simple to remember it. Tha. I'll go to the next one. Next one is Da. This is how we draw it in Devanagari. In Sharda, what we do is from here, take it and stop here. So one very important point in Da is to remember that we did it in Nya also. The same kind of figure, how we draw in Nya was, there was a vertical line here, and then we did a, a comma-like figure. So what is the difference between the two? As you will see is, I'll take another color and show you. This curve-like thing, it stops way before the middle point, the central axis, and here you will say it is in line with the central axis. So this is the difference between this near and this der. It's this curve stops right before the central axis. Here it stops before it. It doesn't come all the way here. That's a very important point to remember, because there are few more letters which will resemble like d and nya. So these are the only points of differences which will make you help you in differentiating between all these similar looking letters. I will draw it with the pencil as well. Stick it here and stop here. Don't get it all the way to the central axis. Just stop before the central axis here. Just stop it here. This is D. This is the only point that you need to remember while drawing D.
Veronica ji,
Yes?
there are few questions. I think it is important we cover them before we move.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, if you can just answer them. So I think one is on T. The question is, if should the Shirolekha be extended on both the sides?
This Shirolekha from this side,
Yes,
this
correct.
has to be extended a little bit, but from the end
Little
of
bit.
where we draw triangle, it starts at the very end point of the Shirolekha. It is not extended like this. From this side, from the left side, we extend it, but not from here.
Yes. Then there is another question in T. Is this a triangle or a semicircle?
It's a triangle. It's a triangle like
Yes.
this. It's a triangle like this. I will draw it again. It's a triangle, but a very small one. But a very small triangle like this. Yeah, it's not a semicircle. It's not like this. The same triangle how we drew in Na also. In Kurvarg Na, we drew a small triangle
Yes.
like this at the end. Similarly like that.
Yeah. Then another question is in T. Is the T on the line or can be above the line also? I do not know where is the line.
There is no line
I think
in.
yeah, there is no line in Shirolekha. Yeah.
Maybe what you're trying to say, the frame, maybe this, like in the same frame, if I'm understanding the question. I'm not sure. It is when you write, for example, it is of the same size, like how you will draw the same size you will draw the tall. So you will not make it very small as compared to other letters. You will keep it of the same size as you draw the other letters. So I think if that is what you mean by the question,
Yeah. I think that is correct. Then there is another question. Maybe I do not understood it. First ta is similar to kru. I don't know how.
Kru.
Oh, I think
Not getting
we
it.
don't know where. No. I think okay. In D should be round or a
Yeah.
triangle. In D.
Okay, it is. See, I'll
It
draw the
is.
pencil. It's a round like thing. This is how the shape is. So what happens is when you will draw with the normal pencil, you will get a round. You will not get a triangle. So yes, I understood what the question is. See, when I'm drawing with the normal pencil, it will come as a round. When you draw with a kalam or a calligraphy pen, you will always get.
Rakesh ji, the question is not
Yes.
kru, it is ru, maybe the ru, the a, I,
Oh,
u,
see.
ru. Maybe that. The kru, the ka,
Acha,
the
okay.
k, without the intention, it's ru.
Okay. Maybe when we'll come to Ru, that time we will explain. Maybe this student is already expert, so he knows the conjuncts. But that question we will take it later. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. So did I make it clear? This is what happens when I draw with the calligraphy pen. You know, the shape here, it becomes like this, and when I draw with the pencil, a normal pencil, there is a round. So basically it's not like this. It has to be a round figure only. It just the use of what kind of pen you use, the shape automatically, it makes either a round or
Yes.
a triangle. So that is how it happens.
There is there is one another question. Does the triangle about fall in the line with the loop above? Can you go to
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, here.
It's a
here.
good question.
Yes. Yeah. So it is in the same line. Yes. You don't make it very. I'll show it again. When we draw this ter, you cannot make it inside. This is wrong. You cannot make it very far from this curve here. So what you do is you draw it just above the where the tail ends, like this. You draw it just above where the tail ends. It is in the same frame. It doesn't go inside, it doesn't come here, it doesn't go way beyond the Shirorekha. It falls just below the tail.
Right.
So anything else here, or
Yeah, I'm just looking at the questions. Yeah, Ru. Okay. No, I think let's move ahead. I will keep looking at those
okay.
things.
So we did duh. Now what we'll do is duh. This is Devanagari duh. This is how we draw duh in Sharda. From this side, curve here, and this round here. So now here, what you need to remember is, see this line comes down and then moves up. It is not like this. It is not like this. So what you do is you draw a line. It goes a little down and then makes a round here. This is duh. With the pencil, it will look like this. Take it here and make a round here. This round is very important. This should be visible, because as I will go to the next word, you will see it will look similar to the if this round is not made properly. This round at the end. If you make it very small, you will confuse it with the. So make sure when you draw the round is very much visible, and this line, this goes like this and then makes a round on the top. This is dh. Dh se dholak. That dh it is. Now the next one I'll draw. Next one is na. This is the na in Devanagari. In Sharda, it is a little different. What we do is we take a curve here, and this is na in Sharda. I'll draw it again. This is na. With the pencil also I'll draw it. So basically, to remember it, it is just like a 3 inverted, the sleeping 3 and a little tail here. That is how you can remember it. Just a 3-like figure, sleeping 3 with a tail with a curve at the end. So this is no. Any questions regarding these two letters, Rakesh ji? And we can.
Yes. In dh, second dh, will the curve at the end be in line with end of the Shirorekha?
Okay, this.
Yes.
Yeah, I think
What they're
it.
saying,
See,
that you put a round there, right? And here is the
correct.
Shirodekha. Are they in line?
Okay, you mean like this? Yes, they are in line. Yes,
Yes, yes.
this round and this Shirorekha. Yes, they come in line. Correct. They're in the same line.
Okay.
Yes.
Other question is na the
Yeah.
same size of all other aksharas? I can say yes, that is correct.
Yeah. Yes. It. See what is letters like th, na. Even when we draw it, there are always confusion that with whether the letter will be small when we draw it with the other letters. No, it will be of the same size as the other letters are. So you will not write. So for example, I will show it here. When you write, suppose you have to write dh and na together. So you will not make it very small. You will make it as of the same size as you have written na,
Yeah.
dh. Yeah.
Yeah. Another question was whether na can be written from left to right, but it will maybe difficult, but students can try. Generally, if you practice and want to write it beautifully,
Uh,
what we have
yeah.
seen, right to left is more comfortable. Yeah.
Yeah, we can draw it like, yes, I have also this thing even I have also tried many a times. We can draw it like this also. Yes, no problem in that. But we have always learnt it to draw like this. You will see in the teaching material also. You will see it is always this. This is line 1. This is line 2, and this is curve number 3. And even if you want to go the other way around, no problem in that, I think. Yeah, it can be done. But usually we have learned it to draw it like that. So we draw it from right to left.
Yes. Okay. Next question is, in Devanagari, we write each letter from left to right. In Sharda, do we write different letters in different directions? I think,
No,
yeah,
no,
it
no,
is
no.
all based on convenience. Yeah, yeah. Maybe you can
Yeah.
answer, Veronica ji.
Yes. No. Most of the letters you must have seen that we draw as we draw in Devanagari. We start from here. We start from left when we go to right. Yes. Most of the letters we do, but only in case of na, as you have seen. This is the, as far as I remember as of now, this is the only letter that we take from here, from right to left.
Yes,
Rest all the letters
exactly.
go in the
Exactly.
same flow as in Devanagari. Yeah. Anything more to
Yes,
add
that's
here,
correct.
Rakesh? You can add.
No, I think that's what you said. Because problem is when we make that, if you see that initial curve where we start and the end where we see that it is little bending downwards. Maybe Veronica ji, if you can show that with the pen, you started with that initial curve and then you ended in a very again down. Yeah, exactly. It will always only come when you do from right to left. So that's the only
Yes, if
difference.
if
Yeah.
it started, if you started from this way, from left to right, I think it will always, it will come a straight
Yeah,
line here.
yeah,
So you will see
exactly.
no always has a dip here.
Exactly. That's the point. Yes. Yes.
So I'll move to the next work, the work. We'll repeat all these
Yes.
letters at the
Maybe
end of
Veronica
the
ji,
class.
if you can just draw these once again, all these 5, I think that will be better.
Yes. Okay. Okay. I will draw the Sharda one down. It ends here, and at the end itself, we make a small triangle here. Maybe the triangle has not come right. I will draw it again. Yeah. With the pencil also, I'll show it. And at the end, just a small triangle. This is in the same line. It shouldn't go outside of this curve. It shouldn't come inside of this curve. It's at the same line, both of these.
So yeah, there is a question about how are these related to the tattvas. I think I can tell about that. The t where we started, these five are five karma indriyas. That means the organs of the action. So the t is the upastha, that means the organ of the genitals or the sexual activity. The th is the power of the creation. It is excretion. Sorry, it is the energy of excretion. The pada, the d is the power of motion, locomotion, like the feet, right? Pada. So d is pada. The th is the hand. That means the power of handling, right? Handling, give and take, right? And the last n is the vak, where means the power of speech. So these are five karmendriyas. The indriya of the upastha, payu, pada, pani, and vak. So t is the action of uh, the 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 sexual activities. The th is the excretion. The d is the motion or the leg or our feet or legs. I can say legs, which is pada. The d is pani, which is nothing but the hand uh, and action of hands. And the n is the tongue. That means the action of speech. Speak. Yes, you can go ahead,
Okay.
Veronica ji.
So this is t. We did t. T is very simple, just a round of the same size as you draw the other letters. It's not very small. It's not very big. Just like this. D. And stop here. This is D. So there is no triangle here. There is nothing. It just depends on what kind of tool or a pen you use. The shape will automatically come. It comes round. It comes triangle sometimes. That's not a problem. D. Move to D. I'll draw these with a pencil also once again. Around here, it goes little down and then comes here. So it's this round that you asked, that this round, it can go a little beyond the shirorekha. Sometimes it goes because it's you know, when you come down and you take a round here, so what will happen is sometimes it will go, see here, it's coming out of the frame a little, so that should not be a problem. That is not a problem. It's that this shape is right. You know, this little round, if it comes little beyond the shirorekha, that is okay. And then no. This is no. It doesn't have a shirorekha, just a sleeping three-like figure. With the pencil also, I'll show all of these again. This is ta. Da. Da starts with the center and it stops right here. Da, you take it from the side, round, and this is da. This round should be visible at the end, at the right hand side. That is very important. And then this is no. Okay. I hope this is clear. We'll take it again at the end if there are any more questions. I'll move to the next work.
Yes, this is good.
Yeah. So next is ta varg. So this is ta in Devanagari. In Sharda, what we do is just from the beginning of the Shirorekha, you will make this 3-like figure. This is ta. Sorry, this came a little. This is ta. The Shirorekha doesn't extend from this side. It starts right from the beginning of the Shirorekha, and you can extend the Shirorekha from the right side. So now what some people, what they do is they draw the like ooh. So this is wrong. It is just it should look like a 3, number 3. That's it. That is how you will remember it. This is just like a figure 3, and the Shirorekha is extended towards this side a little bit. I'll draw it again. This is the. At some places you will also see the drawn without a Shirorekha. You will see the written like this also, but since we always follow the Unicode, we always draw Shirorekha on top of it, just like this. So that is how you will get confused that there is no Shirorekha and ta. At some places, yes, there are little variations in writing each letter, but this is what we follow the Unicode, the Shirorekha with this. Yeah. With the pencil, what we'll do is same thing, just a 3. Yeah, this line doesn't go up. It doesn't form a shape like U. It is just a plain 3. Next one is tha. Tha in Devanagari. In Sharda, it's a little different. It resembles something like pa of Devanagari. But what we do is we draw a small horizontal line in the center. It's a straight horizontal line here. And then there is a Shirorekha on top. This is tha. Now what we do here is we do not draw it similarly like pa, like how we draw pa or how we draw the letter kha in Sharda. This one is plain here. You know, it comes and there is no curve here at the end. This is how we draw pa or kha in Sharda, like this. So the difference in tha here is when you draw it, you take a curve like thing and you take it like this. This figure, this round belly kind of a thing is what makes it tha with a Shirorekha. This is tha with a pencil. And a line in the middle is tha. So I will draw the next one. We'll take the questions after completion of this work. Next one is the. This is the in Devanagari. In Sharda, very much similar how we do it, how we make dha. It's very much similar to that letter. This is the. See, there is not much of a difference. That's why I was telling that round in dha is very important to be visible. Otherwise, you will confuse it with the. This is the. So similarly, like the, this curve comes a little bit down and then it goes up like this. This is the only difference between. I'll draw D also for you so that you see the difference here. See, this is the only point of difference between the and D. So that needs to be remembered. Okay. Now next one is the. This is the in Devanagari. In Sharda, what we do is, it's much simpler. A Shirorekha, a U-like figure. This is the. This is how the is. I'll draw it again. Just a U and a Shirorekha on top. This is the. Next is na. This is na in Devanagari. In Sharda also it's very much similar. Very much similar to what we do in Devanagari. A line. And this. Now the only difference here is this round that we draw in Devanagari, we don't do it in Sharda. It's just a straight line. It doesn't have any curve here. In Devanagari, you might draw na sometimes like this also, with a curve here, like something like this. This is na in Devanagari. It can be a round here, and the straight line can go little curved also, and this is also acceptable in Devanagari. But in Sharda, it's just a straight line. It cannot go. It cannot go like this. It's a straight line. I will draw it with a pencil also. This is na in Sharda. Any questions regarding these two, Rakesh ji?
Yes, Veronica ji. There are few questions. If you see, one question was on the na, which I just answered, but whether your na is crossing that Shirorekha. If you see at one place, you have drawn it crossing the Shirorekha, and another place
Yes.
it is smaller than Shirorekha. If you can just clarify
Yeah,
that.
no, this. Yes. It is just like this. Like this one is correct. This just went beyond the Shirorekha.
Correct.
Yes, while drawing it. Sometimes, because I'm drawing with the mouse, so there are some limitations while drawing it. It just inside the Shirorekha. Yeah. It doesn't go beyond the Shirorekha. So first one is correct. Yeah.
Yes. And there is also one question on if you go to the.
Okay, I'll just clean this one.
Maybe what you can do, if you can draw all these again, then whatever questions are there, I will try to answer. We will try to answer them here.
Okay.
And
Okay,
also,
I'll do
Veronica
that.
ji, there is one request. If you can draw the again, the
The.
before just the previous one.
Okay. Okay, you mean this one?
Yes,
This
yes, that
the?
one. Yes,
Okay,
yes.
okay. This is the. I'll draw it again.
Yes. Maybe just if you can explain, Veronica ji, where that line has to stop. So again, if you can
Yeah.
just explain that.
Yes, yes, yes. So I'll draw it with a pencil first before I'll explain that. Yeah. Now, I'll take a different color to explain. See, you see the central axis here? This. So this curve, when you draw this curve, it should not come in the same line with the central axis. You know, because as we go further, we'll see bha as somewhat is similar to this da. So to keep it, you know, make it easy for you to differentiate between these two similar looking letters. This is why we emphasize on this, that this curve stops right here. It doesn't come near the central axis. It stops. See, you see the gap here? This gap is important between the central axis. You can imaginary central axis, you can imagine here, and this curve. There is a gap between these two. See here also. This gap should always be there when you draw D. If you draw something like this,
Yes,
this
now it is
becomes
clear.
wrong. Yeah, this is wrong. So see here, this is touching the central axis, the imaginary line on the central axis. It's way close to it. So this is wrong. This one is right. I hope I'm able to
Yes.
yeah,
If
explain
you
it. Yeah,
can just draw the Tavarga again. Yeah.
yeah, I'll do that. Yes. So this is the
So here,
three-like figure.
Veronica ji,
Yeah.
I think here the questions were predominantly exactly as you showed. How is that difference in then U? That's what we told, that the curve the bottom is not there. If Veronica ji
Yes.
extends that, it will become U. So if you can show
Yeah.
that, so that will clear
See
that
what
answer.
in
Yeah.
U what we do is, first of all, there is a angular thing on U on the top. Here in ta,
Yes.
it's a round. That is one point of difference. The other one is when you draw the lower curve of U, you take it up like this. And what we do in ta is we just draw two similar looking loops. You know, one curve like this, and this other one is similar to it, just exactly like how we draw number 3. You know, we don't do like this in 3, correct? We That is how we draw U in Devanagari. So that is how it can be explained. And there is also this angular thing on the top of U, which whereas in ta, it's just a round circular thing, a C, inverted C, you can say inverted C like thing. So that is how you will differentiate between U and ta. Okay, I'll draw the other letter tha.
So in third, I think the main question was about the belly, what you show. I think if you can just exactly explain them how that is.
Yes, I will do that. See, you take it and you take it little out. See, I'll do it again. I'll show it again. First like this, and then you take the thing. This become little more curvatory thing. This is how it goes. Something somewhat what similar like how we draw year in Devanagari. Correct. This is how we draw year in
Yes.
Devanagari, right? So it is somewhat similar to that. It is a curve like thing here. Then this goes little out, and then you take it up, and the line is drawn in the center, exactly in the middle. This is third. With the pencil, I'll show it again. Year like thing, how we draw year in Devanagari, it's similar. This has to go out. You cannot draw it like this. You know, this is in this.
Slight belly. Yes.
Yeah, slight, very slight. You can just very slight like this. Yeah, this is correct. Yes, and this is third in the middle. This. There is no curve at the end. It sometimes you'll get confused, you know, like how we got confused in Ga. This is not there. It just happened with the mouse. When I lift it, it just draws a curve here. It's just a straight line. Is it clear now? I hope it's clear now. This
Yes.
thing.
I think you can go
Yeah.
ahead. Yes.
I think it's very simple, as we have done the also. I don't think there would be any confusion in this. And this is the with the pencil. Also, I'll show it. This is the. So here it will come little out of the Shirolekha also. This curve will show up. So that's not a problem. It will come little ahead of the Shirolekha also like this. So that is not a problem. Okay. Now the in Sharda, it's even more simpler. You, and then you take it up. Wait, I'll draw it again once again. It's just exactly like how we draw U, the English alphabet U, with a Shirorekha. This is the. And the last one, before we take the questions, I'll tell. No. This letter is also very simple and very easy to remember. A straight line, horizontal and vertical straight line. And this is no. No curve here, nothing, just a straight horizontal line here and a straight vertical line here. With the pencil, I'll draw it.
Oh.
Yes, Rakesh?
I had a lag. Maybe my am I audible?
Okay. Yes, you're audible. Should I draw it again?
Maybe no,
Maybe
this is fine. This is good.
Okay.
So there was
yeah.
there was a question on Veronica ji on the tattvas. How are these explained in the tattvas? As we showed in Tevarga, they were karma indriyas. So I think people would have understood that Tevarga is the jnanendriyans. That means the and cognition, the tattvas of cognition, the indriyas. So the ta is the grana, that is the power of smelling. There is directly a mapping. If you see ta is smelling, because then it was gandha. If you remember, cha was gandha. Also, if you remember in the ka, that was the prithvi tattva, right? So it's all mapped together. Maybe not in the content of this course right now, but this is very interesting. So ta varga is the indriya of smell. Tha varga is the indriya of taste, so rasa. And the varga is the indriya of seeing, the chakshu. The dha varga is the indriya of feel, that means the touch, tvak. We say tvak. And na varga is the indriya of hearing, that is srotra or shravana. So ta is grana, tha is rasa, the is chakshu, dha is tvak, and na is the shrota or shravana. That means it starts from smelling, then taste, then seeing, then feeling, and then the hearing. These are these are maybe I will not be I think we don't have the time here to explain, but if you know, like as I have initially at the beginning when we were talking about the vowels, we already told that Lord Shiva has 5 energies: Chit Shakti, Anand Shakti, Icha Shakti, Jnana Shakti, and Kriya Shakti. All these 5, when they come down from the manifestation of Lord Shiva and then to the manifestation of what we are now, from the Advaita to all the duality, or from subjective to uh, objective consciousness, they're all mapped. All 5, the same 5 gets then when they come down, and then till they come to the last tattva, which is the tattva of the earth. So it is till the last. All these 5 are exactly the mapped. Maybe I will also try to draw something, maybe in the end of the when we complete these things, so that it will be very beautiful when I explain how the Lord Shiva comes from the state of Lord Shiva, from the subjective consciousness to the objective consciousness, from the supreme, which is the Chit Shakti, and then the last, which is the Prithvi Tattva. So not in the content of this course, but definitely I will try when we complete these vowels and consonants. I will try to show some. I'll try to put something in a presentation or something. Yeah, we will just take the questions now. We'll see. So yeah, Veronica ji, the question is, can you repeat the again?
This one.
Yes.
Okay. I'll draw it with the pencil. I think that is much easier for you to understand. This is the. It's a straight line here, then around a little curve. This curve at the end, it's not very big. It's just a very small round here when you draw it. Then down, and then this goes up like this. This is the. This curve goes up. This thing is very important in this curve. You know, some people might draw it like this and leave it here. This is wrong. So make sure that you take it further up also. Little small angular thing here at the top. This is the.
Yeah, there is a very good question, I think, from Harini ji. If you can explain the difference between nya and da.
Nya and the. Okay. This is nya, correct? This comes exactly at the bottom of the central axis here. This is how we draw nya. When we draw the, first of all, there is no vertical line here, so that is one point of difference. Other is like you stop it right here. So this is near and this is the. This is the. I'll draw it with the other pencil. I'll write with the in a Devanagari version also. This is the. This is near. So see here, we exactly get it under this from where it starts, from this central line, we get it exactly the curve and it meets here. Here, it doesn't meet the central point. There is always a gap between the central point and the end tail and the tail, the end of the tail. There is no gap here if you see between the central line and the end of the tail. Here there is a gap, a wide gap between the central axis and the end of the tail. This is the difference between near and the. We'll also share the study material also, where we have explained it with the graphical, with the diagrams and all, how this looks different from this. So you can go through that also. It's also in the study material that we will share. So is that clear, Rakeshi, I think now?
Yeah, I think it is clear. I will just see if there are a few more questions.
Yes, yes.
I think I just answered. There is just one question is about, I think a lot of people are asking, talking about these tattvas, and this is very interesting. Maybe at the end, Veronica ji, if you can give me the control, I can give the reference book which they can look at that. So I think that will be interesting. I can tell about that. And there is just one last question for today. In the first letter, should the below part and after the loop be bulged or a normal curve? In the.
In the, you mean this? The?
In the, should, I don't know, they say the first letter. Which was that? The
Third
first letter.
The third, or this the.
Okay, yeah, this one. Maybe could be this one. Yes.
This the.
Yes.
Yeah. So what is the question about the?
I think should the below part after the loop. Oh, okay. This is about the the earlier one.
Okay.
Yeah, the big the other one. Yeah. Where you made a loop, so or a normal curve.
This the, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Normal curve. This curve is the question about this curve here. This one. I'm sorry, I'm not able to understand the question here.
So should the below part loop be bulged or a normal curve? Maybe I don't know what is the question. I have not understood it.
See how it is done is it's you just draw a vertical line first, and then you make a little small curve like thing. You get the line down, and then you draw a round. This round is always bigger than this one. This round at the right hand side where it ends, it is always bigger than this curve over here. So when I draw it with a calligraphy pen, see, you will see the first curve. This will get, it will get filled, so you will understand it better maybe. So this is how it looks. This is the. Yeah, this is bulged. If the question is about this is how it looks. This is very big. I mean, big to make a difference between the and the. Big enough.
Yeah.
Yes.
Veronica ji, there was one more question which I forgot to ask in the beginning.
Yes.
The t, what is the difference between t and re? I think that was it was very at the beginning.
And
Just
acha, okay. For me, what we do is re. We simply draw. Sorry. This is re. Yeah. And when we draw t, this is how you can differentiate between the two. In re, what happens is this is little longer. If you see this line, this vertical stroke is little stretched, and then it comes here. What in ter, what you will see is ter is a little shorter. It
yes.
see, yeah, you cannot draw ter like this. So for ter, what you'll have to do is you'll have to make this a little shorter, and this, of course, this is one difference. One
And there is a
ter
triangle.
here.
Main differentiator is that. Yeah.
Right, that's the main difference basically. And re, you stretch this line a little bit longer, and then you take it like this. And this here you will see this round, this curve here. This is also broader than re. If you see, this will always come
Yes.
broader than re. That is the point of difference. Ter will never be drawn like this. Ter will always have a broad base, basically. So that is 3 points of difference between these two letters.
Yeah. I think that's all we had the questions. Ushaji, can you just give me the control once?
Rakeshji, one moment.
I think I can do that. Yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah.
there was, I think this was a question because most of the students asked this question. So if this is the book about, I think if people want to refer, I don't know, you can get it online or how you can do that. But this is the book about why I'm telling you this book, because I feel this is like everything of Kashmir Shaivism is embedded into this book. So very beautiful book, and I think whatever we are talking about tattvas, it will be very well explained into this book. But still, I will also try to maybe in next class or after that, I will also try to put a pictorial or in a presentation way. I will try to show them. We'll try to cover that for 10 minutes. So this is the book Sacred Stream, which was written by my guru Swami Lakshmanju in Kashmir. So I think there are other versions also. There are few books, but I think this is the latest edition which we have, which is available. So yes, for the reference, I just thought I will share that. So good, I think students, I think it's a nice journey. Even if you see this, the alphabets, how we are drawing, and it is all these things are, as I think at the beginning of the class, I told that the Lipi was developed by so great rishis who were basically doing their sadhana in Kashmir. So it has got a lot of significance and other things. And when we go through this class, I think you will find it very interesting. When we start with conjuncts, there are very special rules, and it's going to be challenging also, little bit hard work for the students also going forward. Yes, so stay in touch, and then also keep doing the assignments. Try to ask us any questions. You can send us any questions if you have. We will also, most of the questions we are trying to answer in this session itself. So yeah, I think that's all we had. Thank you, everybody.
Okay.
Thank you, Usha ji. Thanks, Veronica ji. Thanks, all students. Yeah.
Thank you everyone. Thank you.
Veronica Bhagini and
Yeah,
Rakesh
stay safe.
Pratha, thank you so much from vyoma-samskrta-pathasala dhanyavadan vyaharami to all the students. Thank you so much. Please participate in the next week also. It was very interesting information, and we will have deeper sessions I'm so excited to know more about the tattvas as well. We'll look forward for those. And all the students, please don't worry about the repeated letters. We'll have separate sessions. I have answered it in the questions. Somebody might have missed it, so I'm telling it here. So when some letters are similar to the previous ones, they will be explained after the completion of all the alphabets. So let's not worry about that. Rakesh ji and Veronica ji are going to give us the very detailed session upon that. So please have some like excitement and patience so that we'll have a full experience of that as well. Thank you so much. Namaste.
Thank you, Viren.
Namaste.
Thank
Thank
you.
you again.
Kushal
Yeah,
ji.
thank you. Thank you, Rakesh.